I may end up leaving this one staying live. Hello. Oh, damn, someone took back their like. Hello. Really? They're gonna have Will Ospreay face Blake Christian open? Okay. Watching AEW Dynamite. I am not.
Yeah, she said she had nothing to do with that attack, and it remains to be seen. But the bottom line is that, unfortunately, Tony Storm is not going to be able to compete. And we've been waiting.
Will Ospreay's first match back.
For a long, long time.
Will Ospreay ready to battle Blake Christian, though, biding his time.
Is that oh, no, it's not. I thought that was Shotzi at first in the front row.
Underdog, at least statistically speaking, Brian. But
no.
Will Ospreay, double neck fusion surgery.
But I live comfortably.
Installed in his neck. Blake Christian is close to 100% as you can get, though. Yeah, I think this is a
Like,
huge
I can buy
opportunity for
something
Blake
nice for
Christian
myself
to
every
really
once in a while,
push
but I can't,
and
like,
see
super
what
splurge.
Ospreay has after that double fusion neck surgery. I mean, his neck surgery was much worse than I had it in 2014, and it took me much longer, 3 months longer to recover before I was able to wrestle again. I like what Will Ospreay is doing right here. He's mat wrestling, he's scientific wrestling right here. We'll see how much he pushes himself in this first match. Nicholas springs back up to his feet. Blake Christian, though, not sitting out of the body. He's not a spectator.
Well, Blake Christian is a high flyer as well. He takes a lot of chances. I don't think he's a
Ooh!
by Will Ospreay, and I thought he did a good job by rolling down the ring.
36. I'll be 37 in May.
Swing and a miss by Christian. Ospreay that connects to Hulk and Ospreay, even 6 months post neck surgery, is still one of the most athletic wrestlers on the planet.
And yet you're watching me. Call me boring.
Man was named on the lead on social media 10 days ago. Part of the Swirl Tag Team, the Lethal Twist Tag Team, if you will. And
I mostly do these live streams while watching, especially when it's a live thing like wrestling. That way I can talk to people. Because I like watching things while discussing and talking to people, so. White hair on the Brad. No, I got white hair in my beard. A lot of them. I'm balding badly, I admit that. So yes, I got gray hairs.
Tickets available this Friday, 10 a.m. GMT, livenation.co.uk, AEW tickets.
Not anymore.
How long it took you to return. I think Will is going to take a little bit slow, but I guess the answer is
I mean, this is a great strategy for Blake Christian, but I think it's a horrible. I mean, something could go really wrong here for Will Ospreay. Good. Blake Christian.
Where was I with that? Oh no, I'm not that stressed. I mean, apart from the weed, I just completely zoned out there for a second, didn't I? Apart from the weed, I have a much better job than I used to have. I used to work in commission-based cell phone retail, and oh boy, do not recommend that for anyone. Now I work in a much better job, call center, help people out with their monthly bill, and then I'm off the clock and I get to no. Everything. This is, I basically consider this. You've heard of sourdough starters? I call this my edible starter. I just mix a bunch of strains together. You ever seen that, ever seen the movie, Grandma's Boy? I want you to take the Frankenstein, the deer shit, the bling, and the bling bling, and roll it up into one joint. So, oh, and the necklace is, this one here is the Millennium Ring. It's in my profile photo. Speaking of which, where did I put the other one here? Is a dragon pendant that I got from my brother's girlfriend. This here is my standard pendant. That is basically my general symbol that I have. Tattooed. My
to take on the
No.
Reasons here. No holds barred. What a main event. Jungle Jack.
That's my collection there. You know, I got my helmets, the Power Rangers weapons, Zords.
Dynamite like Christian. The stomp on the spine, the upper back of Will
It's in the background when I do my video game live streams. You just probably might see it. And once I get popular enough to the point where I don't need to do live streams this way, you know, maybe I can start doing things a little bit better. Oh, also too, even though I'm not big into Funko Pops, I do have some.
And Ospreay able to kick out.
You know how good Ospreay is, gentlemen, but I tell you, Blake Christian has come to fight.
So. No, and I still got some in the cabinet there, so.
He barely kicked out on that.
I work from home, so the way I figure it is I surround myself with stuff that puts a smile on my face.
Months ago, Kenny Omega's return to action.
So,
After a very
gotta enjoy the little things in life.
the stay in the hospital, the surgery,
Keep positive. Find the joy. There's more positive than negative in the world.
Literally wearing the target on his neck with all the kinesio tape.
You just have to focus on it. You find what you look for.
He may feel like athletically he can do all the things he did before, but will he be able to recover from these hits, from these DDTs? I mean, look, from that knee, that was right on the jaw.
Standing slice for him by Blake Christian. Deep cover.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that you underestimate as a wrestler.
And then
Okay, I can do all
my
this
other
athletically
collector
that
thing
I did
is
before, but can you
Guitar earring.
recover the same way that you recovered before?
Still getting used to it. It's basically much. It's bigger than my initial earring, so.
I think perhaps looking for his own version of the hidden blade. That's right.
And then the time ring from Dragon Ball Z. I don't have a Green Lantern shirt, unfortunately. And then, of course, the Millennium Puzzle. Yeah, I'm a giant nerd. I don't try to hide it. I wear it as a badge of honor. Especially this day and age. I couldn't care less, honestly. I'm a Drew McIntyre fan. I've been so badly wanting Drew McIntyre to get his... I thought he was going to get his WrestleMania main event. I didn't expect him to leave Mania as champion. I knew he was going to lose. You know, I knew it. I knew he was going to lose the belt. I knew his title reign, but I legitimately was hoping he would be involved in the main event. But no, they're doing the same goddamn storyline they did last year with him. Fuck the Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton story. It's the same story they did last year with Cena and Cody. Just replace Orton with Cena. Just with Orton, it makes more sense than with Cena.
I don't need a weapon to snap someone's neck. I can
No.
do it with my bare.
Dragon. Well, it depends. 50-50 between Oba and Brock. However, if they put a belt on Oba, then 100% Brock. If they put a belt on Oba Femi, putting a belt on a black man, and then sticking him on Brock Lesnar, oh yeah. Although, technically speaking, he never did actually beat Bobby Lashley for the belt. It's about how much it costs when I got it done, yeah. I find them fascinating, honestly. Plus, also, too, growing up, my aunt's husband, who was... who was like a father figure to me growing up. He had a fascination with dragons too, and He was legitimately one of the nicest human beings I have ever met in my life, and unfortunately, he passed away with cancer late last year. Oh, I hate lizards. I absolutely hate lizards, all kinds, especially snakes. Those are the devil. That's in the Bible. Damn, Pac's fucking... Wait, alright, so Pac's not injured? Like... Yeah, it sucks. He was too nice a person for it. He had this rare condition that made him not just more susceptible to it, but a magnet for it. And honestly, it'd be easier to tell you what cancer he didn't have. I don't think there was any. He was basically like Deadpool.
Unfortunately for Ospreay, this is going to be a new reality for him, Brian. That every opponent is going to be targeting that neck.
A reality that I know very well, and it doesn't get easier. This is his first match back, and look at the damage.
I mean, most of my friends are women, but I don't know. I don't understand that. I'm gonna ignore that. Anywho, oh, the Bang Bang. Where the fuck is Jay White? And I do agree with that with Bobby Lashley. I really wish they did more. I'm still pissed. They let Bobby Lashley... WWE didn't do... Oh! I'm still pissed WWE did not do more to keep Bobby Lashley. They let Bobby Lashley walk, but yet they'll let Cult Master Punk... They'll bend over backwards for Cult Master Punk. Good. So, are they not Bullet Club anymore? Or are they just the Bang Bang gang now? Which, that sounds like a name of a low-budget porno. Which kind of fits. These three guys look like extras from a low-budget porno. I didn't think it was possible, but somehow they made Wheeler Yuta look even more generic.
Yeah, Ospreay or John Moxley recovers from fights really quick.
Damn, I don't think they've had a commercial yet.
We've seen him in Texas Death Matches and the wrestling the very next Wednesday.
Oh, Ace Austin, though, returns, or reverse John Moxley, sent him crashing into the barricade. Juice Robinson put to the midsection on Wheeler Yuta. Yuta sent hard into the corner. Juice. Buckles it up to Larry.
I love Juice Robinson. I love the energy he brings to the ring. I love his attitude.
Juice Robinson looks like Hyde from that 70s show got addicted to crack or meth instead of weed. Hello. Oh, hello from Illinois. Hello, Illinois. I'm from Cleveland. Mary Beth, that's my cousin's mom's name.
Well, he's always been ugly.
You're saying he was better looking with the hair.
I don't know.
I legitimately did not think that you can make Wheeler Yuta look more generic and bland, but somehow they did it. Who knew? Hey, Joey.
A great addition to the Bang Bang game, if you ask me.
There's Juice now. Covers. Like hook. Yuta able to kick out.
Ace Austin has a very different style than either Juice Robinson or
Fuck
either
you.
of the Guns.
And Wheeler Yuta, though, gouging the eyes.
I love my city, Cleveland, Ohio.
Moxley.
Well, Moxley with purpose, huh? How about that running there? Purpose.
Tony, that battle at Revolution between Moxley and Takeshita, I mean, it was something else. It was one of the best Continental Championship matches I think we've seen.
Oh, not kidding. I'm already fried. But I bred, born, raised, and will die in the land. Cleveland, Ohio, for life. Even if technically I live in Fairview Park right now, but I'm not. The bridge is right there. Cleveland is literally like I can throw a football a few times, and it would reach. I would have to like daisy chain it, like throw it as hard as I can, and then go pick it up. I would say after about 3 or 4 football throws, I could probably get it would be in Cleveland. But yeah, I live in Cleveland. Fuck it.
Tag made now. Ace Austin.
Ace Austin looked really impressive against John Moxley recently. Let's see what he can do here.
Yeah, which Continental title eliminator.
I mean, Chicago literally set on fire, so I'm not sure if that's fucking Cleveland catching straight, like, fuck you. So I like to, so if you're just joining it, I like to jump on here every so often. Well, not often, I watch a lot of things, and I hate watching things alone, and I'm autistic, struggle with meeting people, I work from home, and so I don't get out that much. I've only recently came into the point where I have money where I can start going out and doing things and having free time, not being swamped at work. But I'm still getting used to actually meeting people and talking to people, because the majority of the time, if I'm not invited to a conversation, I'm not going to bother someone.
Don't rush indulgence.
No. A loser wouldn't have money. A loser wouldn't be able to have collectibles. A loser wouldn't be living on his own, being able to have a full stomach, being able to provide for 2 cats. Having all of his bill paid current on time with money. You know, I know a lot of people who are living 2 incomes, no kids, and they're struggling with more money than I have, and they're struggling. Me, I'm living quite comfortably at this point. I would not call that a loser.
Short on nothing, big on the weekend. Only on Royal Caribbean.
I'm 36. I'll be 37.
Help. There's crunch in my Skittles and I'm feeling deceived and astonished.
I'm petrified.
So, yeah.
Outraged and excited.
Honestly, I have no room to complain. I just need to get used to going back out and reintroducing my social life. It's just, at the age of 37, I am too old for nightclubs. And honestly, I only really want to go out to find somebody to stay in with. I have 2 cats, a boy and a girl. They're brother and sisters. Their names are Princess and Hunter. Right now, they're sleeping in the room, which is basically their room, because I don't sleep in it. I just sleep on the couch out here, because the AC is only over there. So I've done Tinder, but I don't know. That's the thing. I suck at interviews and auditions. And I don't know how to... I'm an amazing salesperson and a great actor. But when it comes to marketing myself, I struggle. Mainly because, people often say, oh, you gotta have confidence on a lot of stuff. It's like, it's kind of hard to develop confidence when you don't hear anything from other people. Especially considering how, isolation. It's like, what do I have confidence to be about sometimes? I don't know, I have great self-esteem. It's just, I don't know how to really, how should I put it? Just being able to walk up and talk to a group of people, I don't understand how people do that. I can't. I just can't.
Feed your dog's unique needs with Royal Canin Precise Nutrition.
I can't do that. It's not because I don't think I can't start. It's more or less I'm so nervous and annoyed about being a bother or something like that, I just can't bring myself, because the way I look at it is people are out to do things. They're not out there to talk to me, see me, or even have me in their mind. And me doing it is being intrusive on themselves. And the last thing I ever want to be is intrusive in anybody's life.
Now Moxley transitions over into a crossface as the arm captured. The chain in the miles in between the teeth.
I never want to be a bother. I never want to be an issue to other people or cause an annoyance or something like that. So oftentimes, like a fucking vampire, I won't do or say anything in a group unless I'm specifically invited. People say, oh, what's the worst that can happen? I don't know. Joe's boyfriend finds out I talked to them and then threatened me over the phone, or beats her, or other things. Especially considering how, and people say, oh, that's not gonna happen. Oh, it's fucking happened. Trust me on that one. It's fucking happened. I live in Cleveland, Ohio. I'm surrounded by psychopaths. I love my city, but don't get me wrong, people here are knuckin' fucks. Anyways, off track. Give me one moment.
He's off and lands on the apron. Goes over the top. Sunset flip. Peter rolls through.
Yeah, big strong edge again.
There's Robinson into the fray. Series of shoulder tackles. 3 in a row. No back elbow that time. Takes Yuta off his feet. Manhattan drop.
I pay no attention to it. The longer he remains and the more comments on here, the longer I can keep getting views and YouTube promotes me. So.
Robinson unleashing his pent-up frustration.
Oh no, this is the time ring. It's just that this is the only finger it'll fit without getting stuck, unfortunately. Yeah, this is from Dragon Ball Z, the time ring. So, it's just that none of the other, it is either too big for one of my other fingers, or in the case of one of the other ones, it gets stuck, and it gives me bad anxiety. It's the only one that fits that I can take on and off where it fits without removing it, while at the same time not giving me the anxiety of making it feel like it's stuck. Say hi, princess. This is my kitty princess that I got from one of my best friends named Iris.
He's doing a great job.
She is per evil. Do you look at that? She wants souls.
The legal man for the Bang Bang Gang. Chief Robinson sets him up. Ace. Knees were up. Ace Austin misjudged it. And now John Moxley.
Cleveland, Ohio. Born and raised.
Nice flexibility by Austin using that knee right to the face of John Moxley.
He's so mobile, attacks from so many different angles. Look at that kick.
Andy Gary once again has Moxley staggered. Moxley drops now. It's Austin.
Count the kick. Oh, wow.
Yuta sent out to the floor. Wait a second, Moxley. The cutter from behind. He's Robinson. He had his eyes on really Yuta on Moxley.
Ooh.
Advantage now. Yuta the tope.
Moxley. DDT. Ooh, Death Rider. Sorry.
And the AEW Continental Champion.
Good to see the Death Riders are still doing good. Although they really have no idea what the fuck they want to do with them. Are they heels? Are they faces? Like, what the fuck? Like, is John Moxley a face and all the other ones are heels? I have allergies and long nose hairs that itch, and I'm autistic, so I'm overly sensitive to certain things. And no, the only drug I use is marijuana. And I don't even really consider that a drug.
Over the dodge, but the violence will only increase here tonight.
You think I'm scared to death? You think any of us are scared to death?
I used to smoke cigarettes. I quit those a long time ago, which I'm glad. I don't judge anyone that does, and sometimes I do miss it because it was a nice social thing because it got me outside more often. But for the most part, I don't miss it. And I don't drink. I was never a big drinker in general, but I just never liked it. And even when I did drink, even just thinking about this day and age, I can feel my liver just screaming, "Oh, please, no!" Relax. Like, I used to hear, I took Chantix. It actually worked wonders for me. Like, I was done with cigarettes in like 3 weeks. And I was nervous about taking it because I heard literal nightmare horror stories about people on Chantix. Like my uncle, who does not dream, he said he had to stop taking it after about a week because like he was getting like nightmare induced sweats from his dreams from that shit. So, but me, I took it for, I think because I did it slightly different. Like, they say you're only supposed to smoke while on Chantix for the first week. No, I continued smoking normally throughout my first 2 weeks of Chantix. By the third week, I had pretty much stopped entirely. I stopped craving it, and then on the fourth week, I stopped taking Chantix.
You can't get just one, but like that's not some marketing hyperbole.
I was actually surprised I didn't get nightmares on it at all because I'm normally I get nightmares very easily, especially when I was a kid. Granted, that was when I was like 30, 29, 30. I think it was 30. It's been about 5 years. So yeah, about 31. I finally quit. Either way, I still was very susceptible to nightmares. This day and age, it's, I don't know, because of the shit I dealt with in cell phone retail. I'm just kind of at the point where I'm just like, fuck it, bring it on, kill me, I don't give a shit.
There's only one greatest of all time.
This was nothing for me. I smoke a lot.
Match this large pizza with that large pizza. Or any of these large pizzas with any of those large pizzas. Or maybe a large pizza and some Caesar wings. Hey, you're in charge. We'll just make it large.
That's some good shit.
For only $5.99 each.
Once again, edible starter. Basically, fucking, I got so many different strands in here. It's fucking. It makes the isolation better. I'm hoping either by this, if not this weekend, if by not this paycheck coming up next week or the following paycheck, I do plan on going out and doing something. Maybe I'll do bowling on Monday after work. I don't know. I do know I need to try to at least do something. I'm not going to meet anyone to stay. It's ironic. The only reason I want to meet somebody is to find somebody to stay in with. Ain't that some fucking bullshit?
Swerve! The most dangerous man in AEW. Oh, yeah. You're a danger to me, sure. Maybe even a danger to Brody, but you're not really a danger to yourself. And when I hear danger, I think risk. So you want to get dangerous?
Let's get dangerous. Let's roll the dice. You really want to prove how dangerous you are? Let's play a game of risk. How about you put that #1 contendership on the line? Because really, you're the most dangerous man. You got nothing to fear.
Wait, Swerve's the #1 contender?
One more time for everything. The winner becomes the #1 contender. Get me back. Let me know how you feel about it. Until then, must bid you adieu. Goodbye, Swerve.
Nah, Bobby Lashley's not coming back right now.
Night.
Big challenge thrown out by Kenny Omega. We know that's
Exactly. Because odds are, if they're going out, unless they're in the exact same mindset as I'm in, where they only want to go out to meet someone. I don't know, maybe I need to find a D&D game group around here or something. I mean, yeah, that sounds like, that sounds so stupid. But hey, nerd shit's popular this day and age. A lot of girls do D&D, and some of them are pretty damn hot, too. I will say this. Cleveland, Ohio women, they're crazy, but a good chunk of them are fairly good looking, man. And they got some fine asses, even the white girls.
World's end done, revolution done. I'm here. There's only one thing left to do, and that's end it. Yeah, come on, come on.
Bro literally tried to run him over. Ooh, ooh. What are they even doing with Darby Allin at this point? Thank you. So, when it comes to, honestly, what I'm truly into really depends on my mood or whatever my obsession is. I suffer from autism, Asperger's syndrome, where I tend to meet obsessions every single month. Right now, I haven't really been finding a new one, other than just finding stuff to watch and streaming it on my phone, so that I have things work. But big thing is Resident Evil and Metal Gear are the games that I play the most. They're the ones that I've live streamed. I've live streamed. I used to have an old channel that I used to stream things on, but I ended up ended up getting deleted because of copyright reasons. Hence the reason why I stream the way I do, and I tend to delete the live streams that I watch as soon as I'm done with them, just to avoid it. Right now I don't have any copyright strike, and given that this is AEW, and this seems to be something I do have a lot of people watching on, definitely going to try to keep it, and hopefully it won't get hit with copyrights, and if it does, it's just one strike. Jesus Christ, Darby Allin! Okay, at this point, if Darby Allin isn't in the next Jackass movie, what are we even doing? But, anywho. Where is it going with this? I'm sorry, I'm high as fuck. Oh, yeah. So that's the reason why I do this. If it does get hit with a copyright, it's only going to be 90 days, whatever. I can delete it, and then I know I can continue with the method in a moment. I do it on my phone right now because that seems to be the only way I actually get an audience. However, I do plan on finishing my second playthrough of Resident Evil 9 Requiem. One thing I do plan on doing that I want to do is do a live rewatch, basically like a riff track, because I can make fun of certain movies a lot watching them. It's just I want to get some people to watch with me with it. Hello. Because now after Resident Evil Requiem, I'm going to be dead honest, I want to rewatch the Resident Evil movies now because I can't even hate on Alice anymore for the fucking Mary Sue bullshit that she was pulling. Mary Sue bullshit that she used to pull, given that fucking Leon in the new one is doing that shit. I'm still a Resident Evil 9 defender. I'm actually probably going to finish that playthrough again soon, too. I still like that game. Like, one of the people complained, it's like, oh, it's too action for it. I'm like, At this point, with these main characters, yes, I get from a gameplay aspect, people want it to be more horror aspect. I get it. Because, it's Resident Evil. I understand. But the thing is, you have Leon, Chris, and Sherry in them. They're gonna be OP at this point. Chris and Leon are both specially trained agents at this point, specifically designed to take on monsters that do this shit. No, I don't. To do shit like this. Meanwhile, Sherry has literally been dealing with these bastards since she was 12. So, I mean, like, of course, all three of these people. And then, of course, Jake is basically Wesker's son, so of course he's going to be OP too. So, honestly, I had no problem with it. To me, it felt kind of cathartic after all the games, because even though Resident Evil 5 and 6 were more action-paced, it was still stressful, because you didn't have that many melee attacks. Yes, you had the knife in it, but if you suck like me, the knife wasn't the best for doing a solo through with. But still, you had to still commission ammo on the first playthrough and all that. So it felt nice for Resident Evil 6 for all these guys to just be like, you know what? Yeah, I may be out of bullets with my guns, but fuck it, I got my guns! So it basically showed example why in Resident Evil 6 why the original characters really can't be the main characters if they want it to be horror based. They can have them in.
What's Darby gonna do now? Oh, Darby's going to wacko here, gentlemen. I mean, both of these men are insane.
I have legitimately never been asked that question before in my life. No, I'm not black at all. I'm of Italian descent, but no, not black. That's.
And he's still fighting. Fighting his way free of the straitjacket. First time being restrained like that, Brian. Definitely not. I was just about to say the same thing.
Okay, that's got it. I'm about as white as they come. I'm
He's mentally ill.
fucking shit. You know the song White and Nerdy? Shit, the song White and Nerdy, that song is not a parody song. It's actually an autobiography about me. Yo, Inspected X-Men Comics, I protect them, pens in my pocket. No, Inspecting X-Men Comics, I collect them, pens in my pocket, I protect them. My ergonomic keyboard never leaves me. I do edible writing for Wikipedia. Site, TFL.
Often open up.
I'm what? Order all my sandwiches. Oh God! Wow, I'm really stoned. I can't remember those lyrics. Point is, White and Nerdy is basically based on me. I'm barely watching the fucking move, but hey, I like having people to talk to. I don't care if people are trolling me and all that stuff. I have fun. It's all about having fun. And if I can just bring a little joy to somebody, it's great. I love entertaining people. So remember, I miss being... It's the closest thing I have to doing plays right now. Eventually, I gotta start also doing that again, too. I really gotta buckle down and start doing play auditions again. But, I remember, play that we did back when I went to John Marshall High School. It was a variety sketch show called It's Comedy Time Again. Or no, it's just called It's Comedy Time. It was basically a bunch of sketches, and I was was in probably the second or third most amount of sketches. The only two people who were in sketches just as much, if not more than me, were my friends Chris Henderson and Angel Fernandez. All three of us were basically in just about one. If it wasn't one of us, it was one of the other guys who was in the skit. And I still will never forget what my friend said. He said, basically, I would say you remind me of a retarded Jim Carrey. I still don't know how to take that. I don't know if that's an insult or a compliment. Kind of both, honestly. I mean, Jim Carrey already acts goofy and ridiculous like that as it is. So I guess I'm like, Jim Carrey. I mean, that's a lot of my comedy inspiration comes from three. You've been seeing me smoke weed a lot on here, or are you asking one of the other people? But my three biggest comedy influences have always been Robin Williams, Jim Carrey, and Dave Chappelle. At least when it comes to stand-up. Especially Jim Carrey and Robin Williams, rest in peace. I even said in one of my videos that I posted, I still consider one of God's biggest pranks and biggest, cruelest jokes that he ever played on us is the fact that we were alive for both Robin Williams and Jim Carrey in their primes, and we never got a single TV show, sketch comedy, nothing with them working together. Nothing. I've been, I don't know how you didn't. I've taken like 7 or 8 different hits since streaming. And I've been streaming for 4. I've taken multiple hits. It did we did at first for me. Mainly because my family did not fucking tell me I was high. They made cookies. And I guess they said there was only 3 of them. And I just so happened to eat 2 of them. Did not tell me. I thought I had some kind of goddamn mucus virus. They did not tell me until years later. And I'm talking years. It wasn't until I got arrested for driving a scooter without a motorcycle license. No, I am not making that shit up. I got arrested driving a scooter without a motorcycle license. And as which that was a fucking embarrassing call to call my mom to bail me out because I got arrested for driving a scooter. And I don't mean a motorcycle, I mean a fucking scooter. The mayor laughed when I had to go to mayor's court. He fucking laughed at the fact that I was there. Anywho, after I got bailed, they bailed me out. I'm in the car, and my brother Josh smoked weed, and I just go, "Is there any pot at home?" And that's when they decided to fucking tell me, "You've been high before." I'm like, "No, I haven't." They're like, "Yeah, do you remember when you thought you were dying of a mucus virus?" Yeah. And I still didn't believe them until I smoked whatever they had. And I was like, "You motherfuckers! You seriously let me believe I was afraid to fall asleep." God. It's not fun. God, I can't believe I ever allowed myself. It was so horrible. I said, never again.
Repositioning the coffin. Remember, you have to get your opponent into the coffin. You have to
slam. Now I know.
For the match to end.
Different.
Darby, the skateboarder, unable to defend himself. There's free reign for Darby. On the side of the head. Under the ear, Abby breaks jaw. And Kid unable to defend himself.
Ugh. Anywho. Ooh, coffin drop. I've paid more attention to. Ooh, and another one.
Drops. They're so effective, but they never hurt Darby as well. As hard as he hit for his back. But he comes right back up.
And now Darby Dragon Care. With the coffin on the outside.
How's everyone else going tonight? I hope everyone else is well. I'm glad I actually got an audience this time around. Holy shit. If there's anything anybody would like to watch along with me, I'm more than happy. There's a lot of shit I haven't seen that I haven't watched because I don't like watching new stuff alone. So, Cleveland, Ohio. So earlier today I was watching the newest episodes of Invincible. Really enjoyed the show. Still debating on what I should watch next. If you have any suggestions that anybody would like to watch along with me or you think might help boost my channel, please let me know. AEW. What I'm watching is actually in the title, so no worries. I am way too fried to worry about it. Alright, Darby, what the fuck are you talking about? What? It was already quieting down before you,
I'm gonna hold that throttle until I see God or the AEW World Championship. Maxwell Jacob Friedman! I'm coming.
Come on. Bobby Lashley's not coming back tonight, is he?
Reaffirming his interest in the AEW World Championship, we know that Kenny Omega has thrown out a challenge to Swerve Strickland. Swerve Strickland. We were going to hear from him later tonight, Tony, but I believe just put out a statement on social media. A counter offer for Kenny Omega from Swerve Strickland, perhaps. And we are going to hear from the former champ Swerve.
Okay, what is it? What you got in mind, Swerve?
For the AEW World Championship, that World Championship still held by Maxwell Jacob Friedman and MJF. But that's our main event tonight. Jungle Jack Perry and the Young Bucks team up to take him.
That's their main event? Okay. Oh, yeah. It is what it is. I don't let things get to me this day and age. I don't work, back when I worked commission-based, when I worked in cell phones, I was always wound up uptight, angry all the time. Even after I started smoking weed, I was still always just so frustrated. Really? Okay. Okay, Jack. I see you. Yeah, I used to work for, I won't say, let's just say red, yellow, and magenta. I worked in that industry for 13 years. 5 for red, 2.5 for yellow, and 2.5, no, actually it was more like 3.5. And roughly about 3.5 for magenta when they got bought out, fucking merge. They fucking got bought out! Merge my ass! That was a fucking buyout. And dear God, I've never hated a company more. I thought Red was horrible.
With two guys who are like brothers to me.
Like, dear God, dude, if you have any resemblance of a soul, and you actually care about actually not screwing people over, do not work in cell phones. Like, dear God, I always knew I hated working in that industry. I always knew I did, even though I was good at it. I always knew, but until after I left, like, sweet Jesus. Thank you, appreciate it. Hey, I'll take that. I actually ended up leaving cell phones to go work in the airport here in Cleveland, Hopkins International Airport. And the thing is, too, working there, I was making like I was actually making around close to $50,000 a year working in cell phones. Like, I was damn good at my job. This is how fucking good I was. I want to put no. I don't brag about much about the shit about how good I am at things. I don't brag about much, but this is something I fucking brag about. This is how fucking good I am. And when it comes down to sales, I worked in fucking cell phone sales. They put me as a manager in charge of a store in North Ridgeville, Ohio. And this is how fucking shitty this goddamn fucking store was. You couldn't get a fucking signal inside it. Like, legitimately, it was a dead zone. The entire plaza for that phone was a dead zone for all cell phone carriers. You could possibly get a signal outside. It was weak, and then the further you got away from the store, it was fine. It got better. But it was a weak signal area in a fucking, like, lead fucking building. And they put me in charge as a manager at that fucking store. Nobody ever. I so fucking wish I was making that up. Luckily, I got there as a manager in a time where, like, they didn't want us having access to the Wi-Fi. But that store, they literally had to, because otherwise they could not activate the phones. Otherwise, hello. And then, God forbid, if they wanted a flip phone at that time, because the flip phones did not have internet access then. So we would literally have to, if somebody got a flip phone, and I was the only one there because you can't, leave the store with customers there, for obvious reasons, I would have to go, can I ask you to step outside real quick while I activate your phone? Fucking get out there and fucking circling alive trying to get the signal going. Hakuna Matata, circle of life. There we go. Come on. Yes! And I hit goal there. Twice! In a row! Before they transferred me back out there to a slightly better... No, actually, I didn't transfer out to a better store. I gave up and requested to step down. Because I got so frustrated with... Actually, I had already requested to step down at that point. They switched me over there for temporary just to ease a transition. Because I got so frustrated with everything. But still, like, I fucking hit goal there. And I used to joke about opening a cell phone store where you can't get a signal. That's like opening a fucking vacuum cleaner store with hardwood floors.
Hey, did you all see what happened at Revolution this past weekend? Did you guys see the annihilation?
Thank you for allowing me to rant. But yeah, that's how good. As a matter of fact, no, I actually got an even better story, and I actually have fucking proof of this one too. Like, legitimate proof still to this day. I have a photo of it. When I was in charge of, when I first started working for the Yellow, they had me in charge of a mall kiosk, which this day and age people view as a death sentence. I never viewed it as a death sentence. I always viewed it as an opportunity. And I used to joke when I worked, well, actually, I was serious about this. I used to say working in the kiosk, I wanted to hire a former stripper to work in sales in a kiosk because they were used to putting themselves out there. And one of the big things about working in a kiosk, you gotta fucking greet people. And I would constantly have people that wouldn't do that. They wouldn't reach out and try to pull anybody in. So I would often say, man, I would like to find a stripper and hire them here because they'd be willing to pull people in. Not to mention, too, if they're not afraid to use a little bit of sex appeal to try to fucking get an extra sale or two, I don't give a shit. Good for them! I don't care. Fuck. Boost their numbers. Anyways, I got in charge of a kiosk, and when I got in charge of at Yellow, they used to have these things called quintiles. It would rank all the premium retail stores in the nation. Not just in the state, not just in the territory, in the entire country. When I got in charge of the store, there was about 2,300 stores. Actually, I think there was like about 2,500. My kiosk was in the bottom 2,300s. That's how shitty it was. I'm not saying any names for. I don't want to run any risks. I'm just using the colors to represent the carrier's names. Red, blue, yellow, and magenta. I never worked for blue. But anyways, we had these things called quintiles where it ranked all the stores. When I took over the kiosk, we were ranked, I think it was like 2,342. In about 4 months, I got it ranked to number 4.
Did I enjoy beating the hell out of that man?
That's how fucking good I am. 36, actually.
But was I satisfied? No. Because the power in AEW still lies elsewhere. And sometimes power is more important than championships. Now, I've dealt with organizations with power on my life all the way back to when I was 17 years old in the military. Up to when I was...
Wait, he's military?
Even to when I was...
I did not know Swerve was military. Oh, I'm great. Could be better, could be worse. I mean, every time I've gone to the doctor, they said I'm pretty damn healthy except for slight high blood pressure. Which I am working on despite the drinking the Dr. Pepper there.
Which honestly brings me to Kenny Omega.
Just still trying to get motivated to go back to the gym.
What you said about me earlier. Unbeknownst to me, I'm the new #1 contender for the AEW World Championship. What does the #1 contendership mean? I don't have the power to protect it. Kenny.
I live in Ohio. We basically invented the term tornadoes. After Texas. Invented them.
Kenny, you want to offer everything up on the table, but you don't have the leverage in this.
But yes, we get tornadoes. I personally have never experienced one by some measure, but I do remember as a kid, we used to have tornado watch and warnings all the fucking time. Back in the 90s.
That you have that does interest me, and that is your power. Kenny.
Oh, no.
I don't want you removed
I
from
think?
power. I want your power.
Oh. I think I heard the meteor hit yesterday. I think. Just simply because I wasn't aware of it, just because I thought I heard the garbage truck get the dumpster in front of my apartment yesterday around that time. But then later on, the dumpster came later, so I'm like, oh, maybe I did hear it. So, oh yeah, I missed the, late 90s. I remember from 95 onwards and the early 2000s. Those were really nice periods, even if some were better than most. Oh no, I'm kidding. You didn't hear? Look it up. Fucking meteor hit Ohio. Olmsted Falls, which is like about a 20-minute drive from me. Yeah, Ohio's not a real place sometimes. I shit you not, this has literally been the weather. Monday, 75 degrees, sunny, fucking gorgeous and beautiful out. Monday, 25 degrees, snowing.
Renee, some people you can just look at.
Yesterday, fucking meteor.
Like my partner Kevin Knight.
Today,
But that wasn't me.
winds at 11 miles per hour.
I had to prove myself.
What the
again and
fuck?
again. I had to believe in myself.
I know I should be, I've lived in Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio my entire life. I know I should be used to this kind of shit, which to an extent I am. But it's almost like every time they're like, oh, you think you're fucking used to how batshit crazy this weather can be? Nope, motherfucker, meteor!
And have to work to become all the league to become.
As I joked earlier, I just go, You know,
to become World Trio.
of course, a fucking meteor would hit Ohio and not cause Armageddon. Cleveland, Ohio, stronger than the dinosaurs.
Mental toughness that makes you not only a star, but a winner.
I've realized I've been watching this and I barely commented on anything with the fucking... I have not really commented on a single goddamn thing on AEW. This guy looks like he's fucking reeks of fucking Fosters. Or VBs. Mark Davis looks like if he puts on a gray shirt, the collar's instantly gonna get stretched out and somehow look wet. Even if he's bone dry. Trippy speedball. Anyways, how's everyone else been doing? So I do plan on resuming my Resident Evil 9 second playthrough with Grace and Leon. I did try to watch Zootopia the other day. I'm pretty sure I passed out. I think I was really stupid high towards... I remember a good chunk. I don't remember how Zootopia 2 ended. Anyways, there's a lot of different shows. I still have never really watched The Mandalorian. Oh. I need to do something where I can have it not off to the side like this and people can... Give me 1 second. Let me see. I can jerry-rig something here. I am not spending money on those selfie-sick bullshit. Alright, that works a bit better.
It meant a lot for him. It meant a lot for Mark Davis. And now, I just love the team of Jet Speed and Mystico. What an ovation Mystico got in Los Angeles. Whoa! On Sunday.
I don't really get to watch too much. It's only recently that I've finally been able to start focusing on watching things and getting to enjoy them. Like Invincible, I can't wait for the final season of The Boys. I'm just hoping that a lot of characters that I like from The Boys universe. Oh, by the way, alright, I think I could give a hint if you were to answer what you meant by yellow. What I meant by yellow earlier.
And he'll try to do it to take out Speedball Mike Bailey. To take him down and get him out of the title picture. And special programming note coming up this Saturday and Sunday.
And if I can give a hint of what I meant by T.
Slam dunk coast to coast on TNT and HBO Max both Saturday and Sunday for Collision.
Oh, I know.
Men's tournament action. Speedball Mike Bailey answers the assault from Mark
And Magenta. Fucking hate them. Although, I'll admit, this is a very nice jacket they gave me. This is very nice. It's the only reason why it's not in my burn pile. I'll still wear these guys' clothes. You know, I still have a handful of shirts that I got from when I worked here that I'll still wear them that fit. It is. You said it, not me. Magenta, yeah. Fucking hated. Let me put it to you like this. I was so good at this job, I was making close to $50,000 a year at. I left it to take a job at an airport making $30,000 a year. And I was living on my own at that point. I wasn't living at home anymore. Because of that, I ended up getting a crappy car that I fucking hate, and ended up getting my motorcycle repossessed. Ugh. Still, baby steps. Can't be afraid to step back, to start from the beginning again, which I've done, even if my credit's fucked. But it's a build in progress. It's a work in progress, so. Alright, that's a little bit better. Yeah, now I do. Yeah, I have my motorcycle and car license now. Took me fucking forever because I got that bad test anxiety.
You take care of them.
Yeah, it took me until I didn't get my driver's license until I was 25, and it took me 10 fucking attempts to do it.
Ask your doctor about your risk factors.
The car one, motorcycle, it only took me 2, and I'm embarrassed I failed the first time. Only because, one, the instructions wasn't made very clear. If I would have known that, I would have been able to pass it first time flying colors.
There's Spruce, the pet-friendly weed and grass killer.
Yeah, I've never gotten a DUI. I'm a very careful driver. Over a parent. But, yeah, it's, I got bad test anxiety. I could drive fine normally. It was the maneuverability that I kept on getting fucked with. And the sad thing is, I could do it blindfolded when I was practicing. My uncle that I talked about earlier, he trained me to do it. Like, we practiced for like 2 hours. I was able to do it perfectly. And then on the day up, before we went to go take it, I practiced it for another hour. Did it perfectly. Took the test, fucking hit a cone. And then I gave up for like 2 full years. I didn't bother trying at all. And then the night time I took it, I was so shocked I passed maneuverability, I forgot to check my mirror when I made a merge signal. Cause I was shocked. And then I got, now I'm licensed.
Ask your doctor about
So, both car and motorcycle, especially after fucking getting arrested driving a goddamn scooter. Goddamn judge. Seriously, I'm not kidding. This is what literally fucking happened. After getting bailed out, I go to mayor's court about 2 weeks later. And I hand the mayor the ticket. He hands it to the prosecutor. And the mayor says, tell me what happened. I tell him what happened. Told him, long story short, I was running late for work. I was on my scooter. I had headphones on. I didn't even have any music on. I had my Bluetooth earbuds because I was expecting a call from my boss because I was running late. Officer pulled me over, saw that I didn't have a license, and fucking arrested me for it. He even called a goddamn tow truck, which was stupid because it was a tiny scooter. He could have fucking just picked it up and strapped it on his car like a goddamn bike. Anyways, I tell him what happened. I tell him that I have my temps now, and he goes, oh, just your temps? I go, legally I am allowed to ride. I just have to have my helmet on, safety goggles, can't have a passenger, can't ride at night, and I can't go on the highway. He asks the sheriff, he goes, is this true? Sheriff goes, yeah, it's true. And at that point I said, my bike can't even get on the highway, it's not fast enough. At that point, the prosecutor who was reading the ticket then looks up and goes, is this a scooter? And I shit you not, the mayor, without missing a beat, before I could respond, literally turns his head to look at him, and I could hear his thoughts at that point. He's literally thinking in his head, like, there's no fucking way, it's a scooter. I go, yes, it was a scooter. And the mayor has this look on his face, and after I said it's a scooter, he literally goes, it's a scooter. It's a scooter. It's a scooter. It can't go past 40 miles an hour going downhill. 30. The funniest part about that is it's like right in front of where I got pulled over. There was this fucking steep hill going up to going from Cleveland to Garfield on Turney that led up to Turney Road. That's like this fucking steep. And at that point, I'm going like fucking 15 miles an hour up that hill, and it's fucking a one. It's a fucking one lane. Like, there's only one lane. There's one lane going up, one lane going down. So you can't, like, pass people. So I'm trying to move off to the side, and I'm going as fast, like, majority of the time. And I'm getting flipped off by kids in car seats. And I'm like, yeah, I know! Shut up! But anyways, the mayor let me off, I think it was like, if I remember correctly, like $20 in court costs. So it was like $100 in total. I wasn't gonna complain, mainly because, given his reaction, I probably would have paid any little bit of money just to be in that courtroom afterwards. Hear him talk to the arresting officer.
More than happy to oblige with some knees to the face and check out.
But yeah, that's the kind of shit I deal with. I mean, I've been pulled over for meeting a description for 3 times, at least, that I can remember. I don't know who this generic white boy I look like, that I matched the description on at least three different occasions. Yes, I am a dweeb. Thank you.
Elbow strike from Dunkzilla Mark Davis. So now the gut wrench. Hoists up Bailey, but Bailey finds his feet. Speedball. Attempting a backslide, but Davis clutching out to the...
I openly admit that I'm a dweeb nerd geek. Or... I even say spaz at times. Wait, that's an offensive word somewhere, isn't it? Yeah, fucking I don't care. Oh, I don't. Wait, do you mean... I don't give him weed, unless you mean, I do have catnip. Although, Princess does not, the girl cat does not like the catnip. Hunter, though, the boy cat, he lives the catnip. He loves himself some nip. Nippity. Where the fuck did that thing go? Oh, there it is.
Landed flush on Mark Davis and Tony called for it earlier. Now, speedball Mike Bailey.
Yeah, I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio. Like, you want to know the honest to God truth? I did not know certain things were a big problem where I live because they just weren't an issue. Like, some of the things people used to say back in high school and middle school that I'm not going to repeat because, oh my God, people be so upset about them. Oh God, some of the shit. White people, black people, Latino, like, I legitimately did not realize racism was still an issue because of the places that I grew up. I went to John Marshall High School and Wilburite Middle School. Let me tell you something. I grew up in a very diverse group, so I've heard, seen everything. I've heard, seen, felt everything under the sun. So, like, there's a lot of things I am, like, once I've started getting out of, like, stuff out of Ohio and Cleveland, that's when I've started to realize certain things are bigger issues. But, like, genuinely speaking, I was in the dark about a lot of things. Just because I was used to certain aspects, you know? Like, it never occurred to me to think of things certain ways. Like, legitimately, the Power Rangers aspect, I don't know a single person growing up who ever thought of fucking Zack the Black Ranger, the black guy as the Black Ranger, and Trini the Asian as the Yellow Ranger. I don't know a single person in my entire school, up until, like, late high school, that ever thought of it that way. Everyone just... Power Rangers. It was awesome.
Of all time, they call me Mr. Revolution. You know, they say adrenaline is a hell of a drug.
God, I can't stand MJF. Thank God he's...
I'm feeling pain. Well, folks, the adrenaline's worn off just a tad. I feel everything, every bump, every bruise, every ounce of blood pouring out of my body. But none of that matters. Because I won. It was all worth it, because I am still the holder of the grandest prize of them all, the Triple B, the only world championship.
Every time I hear MJF call it the Triple B, I just think, I just keep thinking it as the big beautiful belt. I just keep imagining MJF doing a Donald Trump impression, going, "Look at this, look at my big beautiful, look at the Triple B, the big beautiful belt. It's such a big beautiful belt. I tell you, you know how beautiful a belt. It's such a beautiful belt." Paul calls me up. Yes, I call him Paul. He calls me up. He says, "Maxwell." He says, "Yes." I let him call me Maxwell. He says, "But Maxie, that belt, it's such a big, beautiful belt. We're going to make all of our other belts just as big, just as beautiful, just as grand as that." And I say, you know, Trumpy, you know, and yeah, I call him Trumpy. And I tell him, you know, that'd be nice, but, you know, sorry, Paulie, I'm doing it, I'm too hyped to do this. I'm better later on it. Never mind, I'm fucking fried.
For the next 20 years, only one name will be regarded as the best in the world.
I don't fully hate the guy, but I also don't love everything he does. There's a lot to be desired. I do take things as it goes with it. I got a root for him. He's in charge, so if he fails, we fail.
Hey, camera boy, go ahead, ask me.
Do I think he was better than the other choice? Honestly, that's like asking to choose between... That's like that one Treehouse of Horror episode of The Simpsons between choosing Krang and Kodos. I don't know which one. That's bad. I do think... I didn't vote. I'm just... I didn't vote. I didn't like either candidate. Although, to be perfectly frank, if I'm to be 100% honest, I like J.D. Vance. Like, I like how he handles things a lot of the times. I do, like, the debate was a perfect example of that. The way he handled it and, like, how he didn't treat Tim Walz as an enemy, just as someone with different conflicting ideologies, and realizing, hey, we both want generally what's best for the people. We have different ideas about it, but I want to help you because helping you means helping your people, which is my fucking job. You know? And I always love how people love taking things literally, and with things like both Trump, especially the things Trump says, because I always will use Tim Walz will always have the best blunder ever at a debate. I will always use it. Well, I've become friends with school shooters. And he never once even attempted to correct himself. I also love how the moderators did not once help Walz be like, Walz, are you sure you want to rephrase what the fuck you just said? What do you mean? You mean that I'm friends with school shooters? Moving on. Like, I I'll give the moderators credit there. If anyone want to say that they were being if anyone would have argued that the moderators weren't being biased towards Walz, you can honestly point that out. That they did not once attempt to try to have him correct himself there. Oh my god, I wish my old channel wasn't deleted. I have my reactions to that live because I remember seeing it. I'm like, he did not just fucking say he was friends with school shooters. Like, sweet Jesus! But then when you look at it, it's like, well, he made a mistake. He was panicked in the moment. Is that really the type of person you want to talk to? People who have their thumb on the button against us to launching nukes? Somebody who's panicked and might say something that fucking just wow. Sorry. I apologize. I don't mean to get political. I don't like... I genuinely... As long as you're not a dick about it, I don't care. And as long as you're not, like, truly wanting horrible things to happen to people, that I don't... But I also like to say a lot of it, because I'll admit, I'm ignorant to a lot of the stuff on it. I know some of the stuff because it follows my job with what I do for a living this day and age. But even still, I don't like being mean to people. It's not nice. I don't like it. It's not good. And I just have one rule. Just one rule. Regardless of if you have one or not. Don't be a dick. That's my rule to life.
A big-time trios main event tonight on Dynamite, but right now, it will be no holds barred here in Fresno.
This is a no hold barred.
Maria Shafir terrifies me. Like, legitimately. We're talking about a woman who, like, anybody else, if they're going to attack somebody with, like, glass on them, they're going to tape their fists and all that stuff and dip it in glass. Like, put some kind of adhesive to sticking glass and all that. What did Miss Maria Shafir do? She jammed glass into her feet just to kick someone with it. Yeah, if someone does that, I don't want that smoke. I'm out. If I see that, if I see someone jamming fucking shrapnel into their foot or into their body parts just to attack me with it, I'm out. I feel like I just lost a lot of people because of my thing on Wolves, but whatever.
Marina Shafir is...
I always find good things about things.
I don't know what to call her.
Yeah, I lost one person at least. Anyways. I don't get what... Okay, what happened to Hikaru Shida? Like, there's a lot of women that are missing from AEW. Barbed wire bat is not a hold to be barred, but I mean, it is a barbed wire. So yeah, I mean, it is barbed. So I mean, ooh.
You may have heard Marina say, "I don't need no bat." Well, she's got one in her hand. Need it or not.
Yeah, she doesn't need it, but I'm gonna use it. Yeah, I don't need it. I don't need it, but imagine what I can do with it.
Tony Storm, we're still waiting for an update on her condition. Remember we saw Brian this past Sunday.
Well, I mean, Ronda Rousey's making a comeback. I mean, if she, I mean,
made an appearance, basically called out.
You too. You have a good night. Take care. Be safe. Thank you for chatting with me. It's nice.
While Tony had her eyes on Ronda Rousey, security guards filled the ring, and Marina came and just drilled Tony Storm from behind.
And just a reminder, this coming Saturday and Sunday, special programming note, Slam Dunk Saturday Collision and Slam Dunk Sunday Collision. Immediately following NCAA.
Dear God. I swear to God, is fucking Vince McMahon running AEW now with some of these things? Because a lot of the things that AEW is doing nowadays are the shit that people used to complain about Vince McMahon doing. Hey, Princess.
And now, spiked Shirakawa, center of the ring.
You mentioned about Tony Storm, maybe an update. I don't know. We haven't heard anything at all, and she wasn't moving to the back, and Luther couldn't even get out a couple of words.
Well, he typically.
Well, Ronda Rousey too. If she's a part of it, which we all think. She has so many.
Big time. Neat of it. It's all speculation on one like that. But maintaining control of the wrist, Brian. Shafir dictating her will. And there's no holds barred battle. One-on-one live on Dynamite TBS and HBO Max.
It's gonna take a minute for this to slow. Man, I ran out of. How's everyone else's night going?
Sure. What?
Two more. Fuck this, right? I work Saturday. 3 months or 6 more months, and then no more Saturdays. Thank God.
And the golden retriever looks similar, but eat and process.
It's not terrible. It's just nice to know that I won't have to work any more weekends periods. I haven't worked a Sunday in ages, and it's been nice.
Precise nutrition.
So nice to not have to work Sundays
I checked
anymore.
Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car.
God. Hey.
Unfortunately, I did not check who was behind me at the game.
Even if I don't do jack shit throughout them. I don't do fucking anything on Sundays. Day of rest, and I take my rest. Now, I barely do anything. I should do more stuff. I should get out more.
You could save hundreds. Go Bruins. Go Bruins.
Yeah, when the weather gets better. I do plan on stopping off at the park again more often, taking in more of the fresh air and just chilling. No, because I don't eat breakfast. I tend to skip it. I just always wanted a belt as one of these titles as a kid, and this was always my favorite one growing up. My favorite title designs. This is probably my fourth favorite one. My top 3 championship belt designs of all time. Is the Big Gold, which I actually do have over there. The Attitude Era belt. Yes, I like the Attitude Era more than the Winged Eagle. And the Attitude Era was my favorite for ages until one other belt beat it. Because I felt it was a perfect combination of the Attitude Era and the Big Gold. And that is, I absolutely fucking love TNA's first ever world title design. The Eagle design, where to me it was a fusion of both the Attitude Eagle belt and the Big Gold belt. And from the moment they debuted it, I was like, that belt is just fucking perfect. And I will always, that's the biggest thing that I think I hate most about the fucking Jeff Hardy belt. It's because of his fucking design, of his custom belt. They got rid of that one, and they switched it over to that other design, which is not terrible. Just, I just compared to the Eagle, the TNA Eagle title, that just looks so mid compared to it.
into that steel chair.
I will always prefer a belt with an eagle or a bird on it.
To the top.
Which is one of the only downsides that I have about the new TNA title. No eagle. No bird. No owl.
I thought the same thing, Brian. Absolutely.
Hold on, give me a moment here.
On Sunday, just how punishing those chair shots to the spine are, just sending a jolt throughout all the nerves, all your extremities.
Absolutely. It didn't seem like Mina was able to get a lot of power on the chair shot to the back. But definitely delivered a lot of damage there.
The sling blade from the top onto the chair, the cover, and almost the win for Mina Shirakawa.
Again, showing how tough Marina Shafir is.
This is not her forte, brandishing weapons.
Yeah.
This most certainly is looking for the figure four leg lock. Shafir, the up kick. Mina ready for the boot to the jaw.
Yeah, very rarely will you see somebody drop Marina Shafir with a
I'm
strike.
35 years old and I smoke weed. I do nothing but smoke pot and watch movies with a teddy fucking bear.
Marina was ready for it, the mother's milk, but Mina Shirakawa desperately trying to claw the foot's on the ropes.
You mean a change purse?
Her thumb is going
I think that's what it's
directly
called.
into Marina's eye.
Say hi, Hunter.
Marina, the heel into the side
What?
of the head of Shirakawa.
Don't look at me like that.
See Marina though, still smarting after that sling blade.
One thing to also be conscious of is Marina has been preparing for a no-holds-barred fight since Sunday. Mina just took this fight on short notice.
Short notice, but Marina Shafir more than ready for it. Now going underneath with some lumber from under the
Say thank you, Hunter.
Telling you this is a very dangerous situation, just feet in front of our desk.
And as you can see, Marina still favoring that back. She's taking some punishment, and right now Mina can't even get up to defend herself.
Mina Shirakawa at the mercy of Shafir.
Look at those elbow strikes back. Marina Shafir.
Some thudding shots.
And that front kick.
I don't think he cares for shrimp. Ooh! You good? Ooh, baby.
Mina Shirakawa's head just landed right on the edge of that table.
Yeah, I have to. This is Hunter. Say bye-bye, Hunter. If you're leaving, say bye. Don't be rude. What, princess?
Landing for Mina Shirakawa, but Marina Shafir not done inflicting punishment just yet. The cover, two.
Yeah, mine's a tabby.
Cocky cover cost Marina Shafir there. I also wonder if she didn't.
Well, no, his is white.
Because she took a heck of a fall through that table as well.
Yeah, that is a great point.
Hello, Victoria.
How double tough. I might not like what she does.
I always love that name if that's your real name.
Going through that table like she did and just standing up.
I mean, Victoria Justice is awesome. Which I am confident that woman might be a vampire. Because, holy fuck, how is she not aged? Girl basically turned 18 and went, yeah, I like this age. I like the way I look at this age. I'm done aging. My real name is Matthew.
I think she caught Marina right in the jaw. I'm telling you, it's the most
36 years old. Born and raised Cleveland, Ohio. Single. This is not an actual wedding ring. It's just the only finger that this ring fits on that doesn't immediately fall off or get super tight where it gives me bad anxiety. It's the time ring from Dragon Ball Super. And I have the Kai Katara earring right here. Who the fuck do you think? It was probably Ronda Rousey.
Andrade, a huge congratulations your victory over Bandito at Revolution.
Andrade looks like he's about to sell you like the cleanest Coke you've ever had in your life.
Thank you, Renee. I won the AEW World Title.
Con el permiso. Hold on, Renee. I apologize for the interruption. I just have something for Andrade.
What is that?
It's from MJF.
Yes, what is the title?
Hold on.
Good, Don Callis is here.
Oh, come on!
Andrade, I need you to do me a solid, Poppy. I need you to accept this large amount of money on behalf of the Don Callis family like only you can, because you are my money man.
Don, are you telling me we are working with MGF?
What we're doing is doing business, Andrade. I understand there's a little conflict here because you want the world title, but you see, Darby Allin has become a pest to MJF, and I have agreed that we're going to take care of that problem for him in exchange for a lot of money. So I need you to trust me. You're on the best run of your career, and most importantly, Poppy, you're my money man. Come on.
Okay, Don, okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Don.
Jesus Christ.
That's us.
Well, think of it like this. If Darby Allin's... Think of it like this, Andrade. If Darby Allin is after the world title, you beating him puts you closer in line for the world title. Win-win! Like, dear God, dude.
Texas is feeling unlucky. Now Taxes is an open door to new TurboTax stores. Meet our experts. They do your taxes.
All right, it's about to be the main event.
Now this is Taxes.
At Wayfair, delivery and setup can be as easy as.
And I barely even talked about the I barely even watched the show. I have not even watched a single fucking match. I have talked about other things.
Choice delivery and fast expert setup.
So after AEW is over, is there anything else that anybody would like to watch along with me or hear my commentary watching it?
Unfortunately,
What to do when country go,
we've got him.
Hello.
So get ready for a lucky 13th season of Last Week Tonight.
Whatever happens next, let me say now, it has been the honor of my life to age like a haunted painting before your very eyes.
Last Week Tonight with John Oliver.
When you buy a house, you're buying the neighbors.
You apply for no sum on the one in compound and packaging.
There is 16 chicken, 10 to 15 chicken, 20 chicken.
Oh, okay, cool for you.
Seal of Orichalcos from Yu-Gi-Oh!
You will not hop over me.
The Seal of Orichalcos.
My attorney will bury you.
Is that why you keep staring at me? You want some Petsies? Yeah, it's a game board. The other side, if I recall, it just has something with Yugi on it. Yeah, I have a lot of nerd shit.
It won't be hard to find someone to fix this.
This ring here is the time ring from Dragon Ball Super. This is the Calder Cup Championship ring that the Monsters won. And then my table over here. Of course, the Intercontinental title. The belt, the foam belt that's right behind it is the tag team belt. I got a handful of collectibles over here, along with a bunch of morphers, Zords, blasters, and Funko Pops, statues, and other belts. Captain America's shield, a dual disc.
It's main event time live on Dynamite.
Your main event tonight is a trios match set for one fall. Approaching the first from Rancho Cucamonga, California. At a combined weight of 417 pounds. Nick and Matt Jackson.
Just whatever I like. So I'm not just if I think something is cool, I collect it. I collect Power Rangers memorabilia, mainly cosplay stuff, just because it's cool. I also have the Dr. Doom helmet here. Actually, hold on. Just so no. So yeah, a lot of nerd shit.
You can learn more at progressive.com.
I'm looking forward to Doomsday. I even got my I should probably try to do a slight. I could probably improve my cosplay this year too, especially for Colossal Con. I mean, I got the proper helmet. I already got a cloak for it.
The team of Trent Beretta, Rocky Romero, and the AEW International Champion.
When was the last time Okada defended this fucking belt? God. Espresso's not hitting like it used to. Well, then again, I did have only one earlier.
That he never felt that way about the Young Bucks, but that he's with his real family now, the Doghouse family.
Yeah, you can see Okada. He just takes advantage of anybody he can at this point, and to keep his championship as well. I think he really enjoys being in the Doghouse family because Doghouse.
I have never watched Naruto. I have tried to watch it. Maybe I may try to stream it. I was always a Dragon Ball person, and then when Naruto came, I just wasn't into it. Not that it was outside of my generation. I was kind of in that generation where I grew up with both. It's just that it wasn't my thing. I know a lot of people who were both, and I also know a handful of people who were just Naruto or just Dragon Ball. I was into just Dragon Ball camp.
Do to anyone, be it male or female. They don't care. Look at this. I never thought I would see this. You know, I mean, seeing Okada and the Bucks were so close at one time. We all knew that.
And it far predates their time in AEW. Was when both Okada and Young Bucks were competing in New Japan Pro Wrestling and King Fast Friends. And actually, even predates that was Okada's excursion to the United States. It's a decade and a half ago. As RPG Vice descending on Jack Barry.
So it's getting close to the end of the match. How's everyone's night going?
Their success
Or end of everything? End of AEW.
A long history in New Japan Pro Wrestling with Trent and Rocky, and now Okada finding himself.
I watch One Piece.
And Nick.
And now Okada's trying to say sorry.
Yeah, this is all the effects of the competition.
That makes me feel so old. It's bad enough I already have gray hairs in my beard and a receding hairline that makes Kane. Never actually seen that. Never heard of it either. I've watched One Piece, love One Piece. Although I personally prefer One Piece when it does its comedy stuff. I'm a big fan of the Long Ring, Long Land arc. Yes, I know people hate it because of filler crap, but I don't know. I find it genuinely funny. And honestly, I don't find it out of character for Luffy or any of the other characters. Including Foxy. Yes, I do believe Foxy would fucking take an opportunity to do something sleazy like that. And I do believe that Luffy would blindly accept another challenge like that. Love the live action one, although I do, as much as I love what they've done with One Piece live action in season 2, and the only issue I have is, this is gonna sound horrible, I kind of miss when Nami and just about everybody would give Luffy, would actually knock Luffy out when he would do something stupid. I don't know, I always found that kind of humorous. It set him apart from other captains. He was willing to be reprimanded by his crew for everything, if he did something really dumb. But now it's they're afraid to him at all. Sorry, don't know what happened there. I seem to have lost a temporary live connection for a second. But yeah, other than that, I love the live action. They all fit their characters. Ooh, especially Nico Robin. Nico Robin looks great. I love her. And I love Vivi. I don't care what anyone says. The actress who plays Vivi was perfect. I also watched the Ted season 2 on here.
Sour, sweet, gone.
Dreaming and growing.
Bobby Lashley's not returning tonight, is he? Not even close.
Last thing these babies need is a wet diaper.
Then again,
only Pampers Swaddlers has a keep dry liner.
Lashley is going, says he wants the trios titles. It is a trios thing, so maybe the Hurt Syndicate and Bobby Lashley is coming back after this.
Pampers, behind every baby.
Oreo Thins. When that fancy new dessert spot is actually your couch. Flavors that feed your fancy. Stay playful.
Bowling is such a unique sport. I'm the Bob Ross of bowling. You gotta pick the hair out. These guys, they're trying to just make a living.
Dollar.
Got some W-2s. Too bad the money didn't equal the W-2s.
There's only one greatest of all time.
He's gonna get punched in the face.
So, after this, I do want to watch something else. Maybe I will or won't stream it. If I were to stream my reaction or talking to something else after this, any things that any of you guys would like to watch along with me? Or talk to me, or communicate, or chill with me? My main goal is just to find people to talk to. Enjoy, make it until I'm able to actually find somebody, at the very least make myself not feel so lonely watching some of this stuff. Sure, some people will call me a loser or whatnot, but I'm okay with. I mean, it's my second actually. Speaking of which, I gotta text my friend. I just forgot because I'm using my phone to live stream this, so. I don't know why I get more views when I do it live stream this way, when I do it off of my phone rather than doing it on my computer. When I do live streams on my computer, I almost never get anybody watching along with me. So for now, I am.
Our main event continues live tonight on Dynamite. The Don Callis family, Kazuchika Okada and RPG Vice taking on Jungle Jack Perry, the newly crowned AEW National Champion, and Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks. Okada misses with the elbow in the corner. Jack Perry desperately needs a tag, but can he make the tag in the face of this stern competition? Okada with a step behind.
Damn. I'm watching AEW right now, technically.
I think the Bucks you talked about right during the break, Excalibur, the emotion, the excitement they bring to the ring.
And Brian, Nick Jackson definitely know how to shift the momentum in a match, and they most certainly are benefiting from that right now.
Even with all the punishment that they went through on Sunday, here they are. Look at Nick Jackson. I mean, one of the most incredible performers you're ever going to see inside a wrestling ring.
Now Nick Jackson walks the ropes, goes down, drag TS combination. On Okada, the smart, knew the super kick was coming and he bailed out. But he took his eyes off Nick Jackson for a half second and paid the price. Now Matt Jackson, another right suplex. Perhaps he will come back to the close-out suplex. 2 and 3, he's got the ball track. Two for one for Matt Jackson.
Double Northern Light suplex by Matt Jackson. And the Bucks are fired up. Fresno's fired up.
I think Matt's hurting a little bit. He's holding the side of his neck. But he's going to get top anyway, Calvin.
Opposite sides of the ring, Matt and Nick Jackson.
Ooh.
Center elbow drop combo from the Young Bucks. Now super kick partying, threatening to break out here at Fresno, but back elbow from Nick Jackson.
Was I what?
Corkscrew kick misses. Rocker Romero.
Was it me what?
The uppercut, sweep misses. Rocky.
Yes.
Again connects with the knee. And
It's because I genuinely enjoy giving you pets and all that, and also I'm trying to get some extra likes and views. And Kitty's a great way to do that. Yes.
The Bucks sent over the top.
Oop.
Double shoulders to the midsection. No, instead,
Sharpshooter.
Double sharpshooters from Matt and Nick Jackson. Jack Perry in. Shoots the leg of Okada. And Okada being locked in the snare trap.
Wow. Fans are standing up on this one.
Incredible trios wrestling by the Young Bucks and Jack Perry.
The Elite with the entire opposition trapped in submission holds. But you can see Matt Jackson, and I'm sure Nick Jackson still smarting from the physical battle this past Sunday.
There's no question. It taped up and everything. And Rocky got to the bottom rope, and that caused the break in all this.
Wait a second. Tremperetta intervenes. Super kick, and Jack throws himself at Tremperetta. Back in live action. Rocky Romero regained the advantage on Matt Jackson. The slush grab, but there's this.
What timing.
Yeah, the hesitation to catch Nick Jackson in mid-flight. Okada, the high boot, the jaw of Jack Perry.
Slice spread. Ooh!
And Tremperetta, big time knee strike. Don Callis family be on the verge of taking
Yeah, they're close. I mean, they can get a cover here. They might have it.
Rocker Man's got the leg hot by Jack Perry. A desperate dive.
Great save by Jack Perry.
I don't know how much more Nick Jackson can take, or Matt Jackson, that is, holding on to that net.
Either Jackson at this point. They went through a war on Sunday.
The Young Bucks. Wrong state to mock the Young Bucks.
No, I cannot. Ah! Damn, they all bit their dicks.
I think they've been back. Oh, they got out of it. You're right. I was thinking, what the heck? What's going on here?
Man, you gotta be desperate as hell to bite someone's dick.
Triple super kicks after a triple groin bite. And the PTE trigger. Followed up with Jack Perry. Launched with that knee strike. 2, 3.
We've still got some time left. I feel like something's about to happen.
Tonight's a little bit
Hunter!
sweet.
Hey!
We just had a great tag match with Jack. But Sunday we blew it. We were so sure of ourselves. We thought we were going to win those tag team titles at Revolution. So much so that we had our entire family front row watching us. We had our kids wear special entrance gear.
I cannot.
Just for them to watch us lose. We're adults, we're grown men. We're here to admit, FTR, you guys were the better team on Sunday.
Ooh. I can only speak English, and me good know what that match
We
was.
went to my birthday party later that night, and I couldn't look at anybody in the eye. I was so embarrassed. Tell my dad, and I know he's watching. He found me and my brother, and he said, look at me in my eye. Keep your head up. Remember who you are. You're the Young Bucks. You're the best tag team on the planet. He said, there are arenas filled with fans who still believe in you.
Hunter.
There are arenas filled with fans who still love you. Then he said, sons, I'm proud of you. My dad isn't wrong about this one. We know.
Yes, he has. Well, yes, he has.
We are.
I'm watching AEW Dynamite, and I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
Back up to the top. I swear to God, there isn't a person, there isn't a team in the back who's going to prevent us from getting our AEW
Hurt Syndicate.
titles for a fourth time.
Ah. On this day. Hey! Hunter. Princess. Beyond. On this day, it's so real to me. Everything has come to life. Christian's getting a bigger pop than Edge. Hunter. Hunter, come here.
Never thought I'd see this, huh? Listen, guys, this is going to sound cliche, but we respect the hell out of you, too. Right? That match the other night at Revolution against FTR is one of the best wrestling matches I've ever laid eyes on. So do not hang your head in embarrassment, ever. You're both too good for that. That being said, I can relate. Because FTR didn't just attack your family, they also attacked my wife. Yeah. Now Beth Copeland is a badass.
Hunter!
They call her the Glamazon for a reason. She does not need me to protect her. But over the last 6 months, while we waited to find out if she needed spinal fusion surgery, I haven't been able to look her in the eye.
Hunter.
But now that she's out of the woods, I realized that I needed to get my ass back to AEW and rectify the damn situation.
Starting to look more and more like a Canadian lumberjack, which is like one of the only career choices you can do as a Canadian.
Breaking their legs, breaking their necks, breaking their faces. It's taking what's most important to them, more important to them than their families. And that's taking the AEW Tag Team Championships. Now, while we respect you, that's why we're out here. We want you to hear it from us first. Because at Dynasty in Vancouver, it's going to be FTR versus Coping Cage 2 for the AEW Tag Team Championships.
Why a mixed reaction on that?
I understand this situation is deeply personal for all three of you, and I get that, but you need to understand this situation is personal for me too. Because winning those tag team championships means, well, it means I make a ton of extra money.
Never change, Christian.
But also it's personal because we get a chance to prove that not only are we the best tag team of our generation, we get to prove we're the best tag team of your generation.
Oh, come on. I so badly want Bobby Lashley to be back.
Well, Sunday, shut up!
What? Why? There are 4 of them and 2 of you. What the fuck are you guys gonna do? What the fuck do you think was gonna happen? Christian's just like, fuck, I'm not doing my finisher. I'm just gonna kick you in the balls. Now would be a good time for the Hurt Syndicate to come back and just lay waste to all four of those teams right now.
Will Hope and Kane become the next AEW World Tag Team Champions? Or will the dominance of FTR continue? We will find out the next time we return to pay-per-view on HBO Max. And coming up this Saturday, Slam Dunk Collision. Kyle Fletcher puts the TNT Championship on the line against Robbie Eagles, the man that trained Fletcher in the sport of professional wrestling. What's the brawl and Burns? Take on the Sisters of Sin. Slam Dunk Saturday Collision. Immediately following NCAA Men's Tournament action. And then Slam Dunk Sunday. Mystico and Jet Steve with AEW Trio Championships on the line against Josh Alexander, El Clone, and the Alpha. Canelo Takeshita. Then, 1 week from tonight, Squatter Stirton, Kenny Omega, part 2, #1 contender.
Really? They ended there? It's on fucking 8. Whatever. Alright, I appreciate everyone who joined in. I really do. I did not expect to have so many people watching this time around, let alone have so many likes. I appreciate it. Hopefully this doesn't get taken down from copyright. We'll see. Hopefully I don't get a copyright strike. Until then, stay safe, take care, and have a great one.